I'm just that as someone who had the unfortunate displeasure of watching the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. It pains me to say, but that had more integrity and realism. And believe me, I say that lightly because we all knew that shit was gonna be staged, and it was either gonna be staged or you're fighting a 6-year-old, bro. Yet somehow that piece of garbage had more honor than whatever the hell cheating bullshit this girl just pulled. If you want to argue, I didn't see spikes come out of that thing. Sure. It's dumb as hell, but you know what? The ref's not circling the ring. I'll allow it. If you want to say somehow grabbing a metal object and smacking people in the head is fair play, who am I to judge your rules? She poured boiling hot water on a high school kid and a pig. Both human and animal abuse all in one. And that wasn't rigged. That's fine. I love this show, but this show gives me anxiety. I have full live reactions though over on Patreon if you want to see me break in real time. Over there exclusively. Like, she's the worst character we've met, but boy golly am I excited to see how her chaos will continue. It seems to me that the only rule that's actually there is stay within the ring. Like, they had some fun with it, don't get it twisted. Like, the judges in the crowd were like, oh, brother by blood, yep, you can use him as an object. It's like, I would love to see the rule book of martial arts gymnastics, because the rules must be fantastic. But my biggest concern isn't even the boiling water. My biggest concern is how it started. So they're both in the ring. The school must have mad money. They got the whole sporting event system lined up. And she comes in and attaches a chain with a pig on him. Immediately, the ref should be like, hey, clearly Miss Bitchalot's over here is trying to weigh down her opponent. Not even a yellow card. Not even a strike one. Just, screw it. I guess the other girl's just gonna fight weighed down. Okay, whatever. I will unfortunately accept I didn't see spikes come out of that. I will allow that. Because framing is everything. At one point, essentially a buzzsaw is going across the ring. How in God's name is a freaking... What is that even made of? Cloth? How would she cut through the ring if it wasn't a weapon? Once again, no yell. You have to give Ranma some goddamn credit. Despite the clearly rigged odds against him, and the lack of integrity this fight had, hung on for dear life and got a W. Just... the worst part is I feel like when it's all said and done, right? We get to the end of Core 2. This bitch is probably not even in the top half of crazy. And on one hand, I kind of hope this isn't the only time we get to see martial arts gymnastic, because if you started off this strong with trying to... I don't even know what... like, attempted manslaughter? Boiling... not even just a little... Sure. Do we know that apparently Ranma's skin just be built different and the boiling water's not going to kill him or disfigure him? Sure. But from these characters' points of view, this is a normal girl. That, on best case, would have been scars for life. Worst case, horribly disfigured. I really hope I'm not alone in just sheer disbelief by the attempted murder I just witnessed. Like, I can pass a lot of stuff off as just comedic directing. Okay, she grabbed a bell from the sidelines. Sure, it's a giant piece of metal, clonking him on the head. That's a concussion waiting to happen, but that's just comedic directing. Boink, go to horny jail. Literally, they did the boink, go to horny jail animation in this episode. It was fantastic. But boiling water, buzzsaws, and spiked bats. If I was the author of this manga, I would have a bonus chapter that would have rules. It would just be a rule book. And I'd make it the most unhinged shit ever. If fighting on a Sunday past 2 p.m., Bibles are permitted. If it's raining on a Tuesday morning, grenades are on the table. Just, that's the type of bullshit I'm expecting, because there's something about this episode that broke me. I'm loving the characters. I really am. And I'm not saying, like, Ranma or Akane couldn't have some completely unhinged shit down the line, but no one can convince me otherwise, as it stands with now 7 episodes of this show, that they aren't the most sane people. Is Ranma a little crazy and stays up a little too late, kicking ass, taking names? Maybe. This girl has sleep-pilled cover roses. That's also gotta be illegal. That's drugging someone against their will. I understand maybe the 80s had a little more looser laws and regulations, but still, Jesus. It does bring up the question, how often do you think she's accidentally poisoned herself? It's gotta be at least a handful of times, right? Probably the most entertaining episode and the most frustrating all in one. I'll probably have a heart attack before the show's over just through pure secondhand stress, but bring on the next episode. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, especially if you're new to this wonderful show like me. What the hell happened in that match, in your opinion? Thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell. Like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon. And hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alrighty, so today we got Arcedo, Alexin Free, Shadow Gaming 396, Peaceful Hermit, MW, Crizo Wiper, and we also have Jord going, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Don't bring weapons to a wrestling fight. Have a good one.